if Trey Lance starts, and it looks like he probably will, what would encourage you most about him playing? I mean, what would you make you feel like there's a benefit to this? There's a good side here.
Prophet just said it. Going through progressions,
Yeah.
making things happen when the play breaks down, right? Because when we notice that things are all covered, Jimmy Garoppolo just stands in the pocket and he's just waiting to get sacked. Make something out of nothing. Yeah, there you go. Bring it back. Yep. Make something out of nothing. The idea of Trey Lance is to be able to make things happen when things are not perfect. Yeah. And Kyle Shanahan is tired of trying to be perfect with every play call, with everything. And sometimes you might need your quarterback to bail you out. And that's what it is. I just want to see him look calm, poised, operate this offense. But when things go to hell and there's, coverage all over, right? Because they're a good pass defense. And when they're all covered up there and you have a defender running at you, escape the pocket, get 3 yards. Or maybe pick up that third down with your legs. Be able to do things that are outside of what we've been seeing. But just show growth. Just grow a little bit. And every game you should grow. The 49ers' goal, obviously, is to make the playoffs. But I would feel good as a fan if Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play these last 2 games and Trey Lance played both of them and let's say wins the Houston game and they lose the Rams game and unfortunately it pushes them out of the playoffs. But in both of those games, you see progression. That should really be what you're looking for at this point. Now, best case scenario is they win both of those games and then Trey Lance goes into the playoffs and does something that Kaepernick did when nobody really had any film on him, right? Kind of tears through the league and maybe Kyle has to take he has to pull out all the stops to get a win and things like that. Maybe that's best case scenario. That's in the realm of possibilities, but you shouldn't be expecting that. And if that happens, great. But realistically, what would be a success? Both games from Trey Lance where he shows you going into next year, you feel much better about the guy because in 2 gotta have it games, he played well.
Yeah. Look, the reason I think fans should be encouraged is a lot of very important people in the organization have gone on record recently and say that Lance is tearing it up in practice. And I don't think they would just say it. Kyle's not the kind of guy who would just say something like that. Pete Carroll is. I mean, Fred Warner isn't the kind of guy who would just say something like that. I mean, he's like Draymond Green. He wants to show you that he's right, that his perception is correct. And he is correct. He's really smart, and he's also the best at his position. So I don't think they would be throwing around this praise just to do the Niners a solid. If it wasn't there, it wouldn't be there. So I want to see what they're talking about. I think that he probably has improved a lot since training camp. I want to see that. And if it's true, well, go ahead.
No, well, and also Fred's going to be here with him.
Yeah, right.
Alex Mack's not going to be here with him.
Right.
That's true. There's other guys aren't going to be here with him.
Yeah.
You have to set the precedent now because you are here for life right now, Fred Warner. Trey Lance is going to be here for a while. You have to play with him. So set the precedent now. You don't expect these hired guns like Alex Mack to come out and say, man, I can't wait to be. You're going to be here for maybe 1 more year. Maybe. And you weren't brought here to develop Trey.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Like, I'm wringing my hands a little bit about his preparedness, but they say he's tearing up in practice. Practice is a form of preparation. If he's ready for this, the Niners have their best quarterback on the field. I'm not going to, pussyfoot around this. They have their best quarterback on the field, and I know the expectations shouldn't be too high. I know you're already getting a little nervous with me, but it's Jimmy, it's Trey. All of a sudden, the running game should be better. They should go from averaging 4 yards a carry to 5. It should be a better run game right off the bat, and we're going to see the return of play action, passing. I've seen it in practice. They're actually practicing it. It's been gone for like 3 months. It's coming back. Teams aren't going to be prepared for whatever the Niners do with Trey Lance. Whatever they did in Arizona is not, hopefully, going to look like what they do in this game. It's going to catch a bad team off guard. It should be a really cool it's not the debut, but this will be the debut. It should be a good one. I think those are some reasons to be encouraged.
More reasons to be encouraged and optimistic. Trent Williams will be playing. George Kittle will be playing. Elijah Mitchell will not be on the snap count. Yeah, Elijah Mitchell will not be on and not a snap count, right? Like that. Okay. Brandon Ayuk is much more involved in this offense than he was against Arizona. He was an afterthought at that point. You are largely going into this game very, very well equipped. The run blocking obviously goes up when the best left tackle in the world and the best tackle, the tight end in the world are playing now. And Elijah Mitchell's going to play. Jeff Wilson's been playing better. Everything's in the kid's favor. So there's no way that you can equate both. And then again, I think this kind of makes the point about the Arizona game. He was this close to beating them.
Yeah.
If he scores on the 1 yard line as opposed to getting stopped there, they probably win that game.
Yeah, it was like this was the difference in the game that much.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about airmail passes. Nobody cares about airmail passes when the other guy throws them.